Oh, hello. Hi. It's me, Halcyon, for a special edition live broadcast. I wanted to check in today with a little bit of sanity check, a little bit of a check-in as far as the political landscape and the state of our collective mental health as we are navigating a election cycle. Last night was the first presidential debate, and I know it was difficult to witness. It was embarrassing as an American. It was frustrating. And I think that's the case regardless of your politics. I believe that regardless of your politics, if you witnessed the adult interactions last night and the level of discourse and the level of mutual respect, it's difficult to feel proud. And so what I would like to do right now is to speak not to the politics, not even speak to the candidates, speak to the general state of where we're in and what I believe to be what is required for us to maintain, to move forward, to not collapse under the weight of the divisiveness and the frustration and the animosity that is bubbling and growing and being fed in our world. I think that what we need to do now, regardless of our politics, is to find the place where we can participate at a level where we feel like we are in integrity. We are speaking our mind. We are speaking to things we find to be false. We are calling attention to things that we think are misleading, but doing so in a place that is not so frantic and so panicked that it pulls us into a place where we are unanchored, unhinged, and we are without the ability to maintain our center. If you are in a state of swinging wildly at what you think your enemies are, there's a good chance that you are not being a force of positivity or progress. In fact, when you are swinging wildly and angry and labeling the other, there's no way that the other is being affected in a positive way by your energy. All they're doing is being strengthened in their resolve that the other side is crazy. So what I think is required right now is a balance. How can you find the place where you are not putting your head in the sand, not ignoring, but also not panicking? Recognizing that what can I possibly do to change the trajectory of our world and country? And that's in regards to any topic. How can I do what I can to move the trajectory in a positive way without getting so panicked that I cannot enjoy any aspect of my human experience because of the trajectory? I keep thinking about that phrase, it's like rearranging the chairs on the deck of the Titanic. And that's used as a way to point out the wasted effort of trying to fix something that is doomed or broken. And I think that the more I think about that metaphor of being aboard the Titanic as it's sinking, the more there is to, I think, learn from that. And I remember in the movie, there's that scene where the classical musicians are playing their instruments on deck as the boat is sinking. And the more I think about it, the more beautiful that is. And it doesn't mean that if you have a way to take a bucket and remove the water from the hull, do that. But if there's someone playing beautiful music, we can appreciate that all the while. And perhaps rearranging the chairs is a beautiful use of our energy. Perhaps rearranging the chairs allows people to maneuver on this sinking ship in a way that avoids more people bumping their knees or getting hurt. Or perhaps it arranges the chairs in a way that more people are able to access lifeboats. And I think that using your energy, rearranging chairs or playing music or dancing, while also scooping out water, making sure people can get to the lifeboats, doing what you can, that is a valid way to live a life. Running around panicked, pushing people over, screaming at the people that you think are handling this crisis the wrong way, you are not helping any, and in fact, you are making the experience much worse for everyone. I'm not saying throw your hands up, say we're all sinking, we're doomed. I'm saying in some way we're all doomed, no matter what. So you have to find that balance of how can I do what I can do for myself, for my community, for my country, for the world, while also appreciating the music, while also finding ways to live at a high level of value. Like, oh, here's a place where there's someone who has fallen down. Can I help them pick them up? Not check with them and say, did they buy a ticket that means that they are in the upper cabin, so they're not one of mine, I'm not going to help them? Or, oh, they didn't notice the iceberg soon enough, so I don't care if they get injured. Like, no, we can still be our best humans. And it is only if we can all be at that best humans level that we have a chance to find that solution. If we're running around pushing people over, elbowing people, stealing lifeboats, the only outcome is the worst possible outcome. I do believe that manners and civility and decorum and respect is important. Everything else is debatable. Who's to say what the right policy is about this or that? Now, if it has to do with human rights, that's a hard one to debate. But even as we are disagreeing, we have to find a way to be civil, to be respectful. And when we have our leaders role modeling lack of respect, we are teaching the country and the world to disrespect one another. So I'm disappointed in our leadership. I'm disappointed in the media. I'm disappointed in the way our system has created a market value, a capitalist benefit to this division. And we need to be better. We need to find a way to not fall into the temptation to call someone a sheep or call someone an idiot or a racist or whatever the easy weapon and label is to do, and instead find, can I find a way to respect you and love you? Can I find a way to find my way to how you have come to these beliefs that you have? Can I resist the instinct and the desire to make you into an enemy? And then can I live my life in a place of respect, honor, civility, in a way that inspires others to pay attention and listen and perhaps be affected? And all the while knowing that it might not work. We might be in a trajectory that is the Titanic going down. And if that's the case, we better live in a way where we feel like these last breaths, this last dance, these last human interactions that we have are in integrity, filled with love, and ones that we can know that we did the best we could until we know better and then do better. All of us are going to die. So let's not get into an ends justifies the means and act in a way that we tear others down, push them over. Do what we can, keeping our center, being agents of love, being demonstrations of value-based inspiration, finding action, and when we can't find action, finding gratitude. So do your best, forgive others, speak your truth, inspire others through your action, take action, visualize, vote, and appreciate the sunsets, the smiling children, and the sweet, sweet apples. We're going to have to love each other and be there for each other and not spin out. I love you. I still believe.